Go back and see you.
Actually, for this particular video about it is a very sad news, and a very sad update as such, because Obia and Dandrin will say, "Oh yeah, oh your bad time, or baba ma akacha said daddy mommy, Matisse a year Ghana Army somu recruiting crop for my quarter application forms. Name mom ya shame say on this day in a member for physical exams, and as a member I need to scrutinize the answer if I will be legible to be part of the Ghana Army or not. Mind you, say most of these people are more some compare as they want to enter the army. No, these are young people because social criteria now ages between 18 years to 25 years. Okay, a bit me extended called 26, 27. But then for you to be for you to be legible, a bit more foul at a glance, you need to fall within that criteria. That criteria is between 18 years to 25 years. So all of these people went. Now, one of the things air course I'm of they say these exercises no are not air course no. And yes, ABA Accra happen and air course there be many other places na ekoso. Yeah, many other regions. I'm talking about Cape Coast, Takrade, Kumasi. All of these regions, they were also having army recruits and also physical exams. But then the sad thing so can say the people there say contempt, and there were more people pack any orderly form say mo mabano ebi mo numbers because military dey nim some way in order. You guys do things in orderly manner. You be share videos be at the point in time lady bako also about 4 a.m. about 4 a.m. which means your discipline. It's at the internet 4 a.m. 4 a.m. 4 no now one more bent them ya more rim. And na omo pale up ya mo bia numbers. Inte do ya no any she acquire ye be a gate acquire she survival of the fittest. Into wa hondia be room unya hondia be room. So in the video about so you see that some people were even climbing. Therefore, ye can go for 6 ewu. In for 6 ewu. Ama me no kasi sisi ano. We are learning say more people to our what? More people me no kasi no almost are critically injured. Me no kasi no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kwa kupi mo. But then you the video involved. This video share the sequence of things cause so to range me ebaye. The sequence of things cause so to range me ebaye. Ye share video e babaka iti for ye beto us.
Go back and see you.
Yeah, it's all my catcher with a move for Namura Wednesday and that Thursday. I want to be in the summer. I'm with the actual piano. Oh, the airport is a thing. We just want to avoid any casualties. The airport is main because that's waiting for the prayer and that's a BIA and that's a BIA. Yes, almost my yes here. So if they help themselves, the people will help them. By among others, you don't listen. How do they help you? And that is the issue we are facing. Okay. So as a media, you can also interact with them. Let them show you their messages. Some of their messages, they were told that they should be here on Friday. They are here today. Today is Wednesday. What you are saying?
Don't move forward. Come and sit here. Let's go. Let's go. See, people. Hey, don't come forward. Don't come forward. I want to break
Go back and see you.
Recruitment screening shouldn't end in death. We came for screening, and then because of the mass or the crowd we met here, we didn't have a stepping place. Everywhere was choked, and then because of that, our military, or let me say our security personnel, were telling us to go home. Whilst we know that today is the day we are supposed to report for our screening. And then when they were doing that, we insisted because it's today, and they are telling us we should come on. They said the Air Force should come tomorrow, that's Thursday, Navy Friday, and then Army on Saturday. But we should have information on our phones, like how they gave us information, said we should report today at our screening centers. It should have been so. They didn't give us any information, then they are telling us to go home. So because of that, we got stranded, and then we also didn't want to go because we don't know what might happen. And then they were hitting us with their sticks and other stuff, and then even some were pouncing on us with their wild dogs. And then people were falling. Some even lost their life through that. Yes. So I think that was the reason why the screening has been suspended from Elwak Sports Stadium.
Therefore, that was one of the various events and as a sequence, of course, so you could see very well, say, definitely no issues of why a man for Bri can once. Now, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, me no say mu our hospital or after new reporter Eba HM say indeed no science we nyina ekoso no. Ebi mu ayeden afemiwu a ete se enye asem keto a ete se odwen ho kra se biu onti ase na yebekwa kwhwe eye the video involve of ebra eye John Dramani Mahama okupie mu ewo eye that particular hospital 37 military hospital where we are learning say that particular venue no ena eye that particular venue no ena eye ye friend is say ebi mu efa so ehwe mo kwa to say edi omkopie mo ho a enye asem keto. So we'll be looking at all of these things and some of the scenes aba. We are also reminding you that the Ghana Air Force no omo the air report aba omo party say indeed no information eba any name wiem say ebimo afemu ahwe omo kwan eyampa, and ultimately one more afemu ahwe omo kwan no it is there are many more who are also receiving intensive care at the 37 military hospital. Before I bet to us no, let us put this particular screenshot on the screens. Now, some of the Ghana Army press release or Modebay. So let's look at this very well. Or say this is coming from the Ghana Armed Forces. Or say temporary suspension of recruitment exercise in Greater Accra. So basically, the more parties are more suspended exercise and a screen because of the war any nearma aba at a point in time you even see that the Ghana Armed Forces they were confirming say indeed a bit more than assure munka or see the Ghana Armed Forces deeply regrets to inform the general public that due to the fatal incident that occurred at Elwak Sports Stadium this morning, Wednesday, 12th November 2025, as part of the 2025-2026 recruitment exercise. The exercise in Greater Accra has been temporarily suspended. This is to allow for additional measures to ensure a seamless exercise. A board of inquiry has been constituted to unravel the circumstances that led to the unfortunate incident. The process in the other 15 regions will however continue as scheduled. The Ghana Armed Forces regrets the inconvenience this suspension may have caused the general public, particularly affected applicants. Applicants will be informed on the date of resumption for the process later. So basically, na omo party say, esan say sansem we akoswa ebimu afemu ahwe omo kwano na ehu behia se be suspended the whole exercise. Recruitment ni screening na ekoso no because ebimu afoma eden ahwe omo kwan at the end of the day no yintimi nko, but then other regions ni de omo exercise no ebe koso because omo no kamia kwa stampede ene niema sebi ekum nkofo no ebi ayede ankoso wo. So because of that that is exactly what is really going to happen. Just odwen kra ontia. So you could see down there o share press release near the two screens no so na you could see say at the end of the day they were so you best share another press release the Ghana Armed Forces from the buyer. This time around they were saying say indeed nkofo aye ka so mewu no eyampa ebimu afemu ahwe omo kwa omu chiremu what really happened and then also one more apart from omo mewu no so ebimu critically injured and ebimu so no ya hospitalized omo ICU and this particular nurse press release it is detailed into it and also into screens so here and no press release at the Ghana Armed Forces or Modebay, as you can see. Also, the Ghana Armed Forces stampede during the Ghana Armed Forces recruitment exercise at Elwak Sports Stadium. So now they are addressing the issue, and some are AC at the end of the day, same way AC, and nam so nkofo bia den afoma hwe mo kan ka stampede nkofo bebre abodom pem e wo baby baako se bi mo omakeka bom me bi mu ntimi home ntie ne bibi si anase bi mo pese omu fi mu a na se at the end of the day no wa ontimi enya hodin gina no ye be nante wo so ne nante wo so sa na ontimi home. Your ribs and everything will basically be under siege pressure. Pictures will be also for 10 minutes. And now will be free also for 10 minutes and also for 5 minutes. Coupled with heat. unkanti for assassi way. So that is stampede. The Ghana Armed Forces deeply regrets to inform the general public of a tragic stampede prior to the commencement of the 2025-2026 recruitment exercise today, Wednesday, 12 November 2025 at the Elwak Sports Stadium, Accra. Preliminary investigation indicates that the stampede was triggered by an unexpected surge of applicants who breached security protocols and rushed into the gates ahead of the scheduled screening at about 6:20 a.m. The unfortunate incident led to the death of 6 potential recruits and many others injured. The injured are currently receiving emergency care at the 37 Military Hospital. Ghana Armed Forces assures the general public that medical teams are working tirelessly to stabilize the affected individuals. Meanwhile, arrangements are being made to notify the families of the deceased. The Ghana Armed Forces extend its deepest condolences to the families of the deceased and wishes a swift recovery to those injured. Further updates will be communicated. This was signed by Veronica Ajo Ahim, who happened to be the captain of the Ghana Navy and also the acting director general, or that's the acting director general, public relations. So that is exactly what is really going on. I said the director this to all media houses or more parties. Indeed, incrophobia after the actual one quite say asema but then in all of this, and there's been various reactions, from parliament to various places. Obia Canada to say who sema to say hukra untiasie. Now yebewa share a video involved, this particular video involved it showed the scene proud to this particular whole stampede issue a course so for insia afemebu ba President John Dramani Mahama before Nobe Kumase akwako debut ninkuko nketin project of our hospital share the victims. I just say all these things near man. Basically, he's doing to make sure he is in solidarity with the family of the deceased. And I want more or mashe or monka. Yanko share a video. This particular video, it showed the mood, how in Kofor the crowd were not able to be controlled. Ultimately, and now so Kofor mo then almost sure monka to say at the point in time, Bapa na just say free war. Hey, if you see we pa Charlie. I cry for the youth of this country. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna share this particular video involved. So this was the morning and sana start to rent me ebabisia menoka sinkofu 6 insia afemewu I say yes sir. So therefore, that was some of the scenes, of course. So, but then some need can all other regions. So now this particular exercise, air course so and these particular regions are not air course so no. They were also having their own fair share of their own issues. In fact, Kumasi Sisia at the point in time, the Babayara Sports Stadium where the exercise was actually going on, we could see that particular time for Rashi in and maybe Mukra collapse. Share this particular video of what really happened at Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. The same army screen here. At Toronto, course so ewa kran. It be course so Kumasi. Just a Kumasi the no obia amphimaya the answering. So that is just one part of it. I just say anyasem kwetu. Now, yebekwa Takra Day so ena me no ka say no. Omo size ni di nsu toy ene ye ma ye nuane kwetu ya omo pese omo joining army omo gini nsu mcho eno so anyasem kwetu. We will go and watch that video in a jiffy. Babaka, we will also be looking at the president's speech and also what went on in parliament today, because in some way course no President Ababe reacting in parliament so no parliamentarian bi akokase wo move no enyankopon hyehyeye. Can you imagine? Enyankopon hyehyeye Allah enhyehyeye stupidity say ya. But before then yenko hwe the video of what went on in Takra Day, almost gory scenes be a course of omode no bi afeme wu but teche ene amani hunu go fu ese yenko hwe ye ba ye beto. Inti that was Takra there. You could see at the end of the day in Kofa Bodom Pemowa and you could see clearly said there are a lot of people there. I just say Ojo Hokra won't and curtailing these people no Ebeya asem to say at the end of the day it was a very very big issue. And I said na midi kan President John Dramani Mahama wababe kasa about this issue. He visited the place. Yen kwahwe time or visit this particular victims ye di omo call 37 na emu nsia ewuye no owie no so no o fee 37 military hospital Kumase no he made certain pronouncement and ochichi mu DAC and also commiserating with the family members. So yen kwahwe this particular video involve Bra John Dramani Mahama obo and I call a year the 37 military hospital ye could see President John Dramani Mahama his submission and answer his take on what really happened. This was definitely a very sad issue. Okay, so that is exactly what really went on there. Now, Menoka say, the Minister of Greater Accra, Madam Linda Oklu, and also Ababe Kasa, she graced the baby at the event grounds. Baby at 9-7 course of party say, Wakoho, or be making sure say, Obibiarano, any person be your friend be and that person will be attended to. Yanko video Babaka Ebetos.
Coming around saying it.
As a regional minister, I have to be here to see that everything is in order. I mean, when I came here, I can see that so far so good. Just that we are encouraging the youth to get something to eat, because we were told that some came here since yesterday. And my dear, if you don't eat, you know what will happen. So we don't want any casualty. So we are only advising them to get something to eat. And the army has also assured us that they've allowed some vendors, food vendors, to come in so that you can get something to buy.
So there are some people outside who are saying they came here and all that and now there's some are saying can the government do something for them, can something for them?
Everybody will be attended to, trust me. But they cannot attend to everybody at the same time. And so it's in batches. So they should relax. I was even told that they've even asked some to go to the house and come tomorrow. Today they want to attend to the armed forces, is it the army, and then tomorrow they will attend to the navy. So they should also understand, I mean, from the point of view where they are also coming from, so that we wouldn't have any casualty. Are you getting it? But they should be rest assured that everybody will be attended.
But looking at the number of people here, did you expect that? Because there are lots of young people all around. What does that impression give you, that all of them want to join them?
Oh yes, my dear, we all have our ambitions, and so in as much as we have our ambitions, I mean, we should expect this. There are a lot of people who want to join the army, and I can understand the enthusiasm. I mean, they want to serve their nation, and so why not? If the chance is there, they will give them the chance to serve their country, and that is it. But rest assured, everybody will be attended to. Thank you.
So that is in summer a year Minister of Greater Accra or the two jar you could see say a real sempa just a odin hokra one tia to say it goes a long way to tell you say indeed these things are some of these things it shouldn't be going on, but ultimately a see. Now we will also be listening to what the president said. The president did honor them in parliament too. There were various submissions which were raised in regards to Union Ketua or Mashomunkwa in regards with this whole issue. Imagine say unia ketwa a crowd and as our back crowd say me call elwak yes membra for a year membra for screening, and then all of a sudden you get a call said this is exactly what has happened. You definitely feel sad. I just say enya sempito. And now Sana Midi Kankana, yes, Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he came out to speak about this issue. I remember I said video did show no. We told you he was there earlier before because he was earlier scheduled. He was supposed to be in Kumasi. He was scheduled to be in Kumasi, but then he passed at the the T7 military hospital to check what was going on. Ultimately, he was briefed saying bear 6 but then ultimately, during the event, he briefly touched on what really happened and also commiserated with the family members, and definitely investigations also needs to go on. So yenko tie in sema the president of the Republic John Dramani Mahama odi tuja na or kasa about this issue, what he was saying about this particular issue, and how unfortunately this issue abano there to say pa yenko tie in sema John Dramani Mahama edi tuja ye papa ka ebeto aso
pay region bia yɛkyerɛ wɔn bebia ɛwɔ sɛ wɔn hyia na Accra akɔyɛ kuropɔn no na sɛ nipa dodo a epie yɛ sɛ wɔn hwɛ sɛ adwuma no na wɔn dɔɔso yie na ahoprepre ne adeɛ a ɛhyɛ ase abra yɛbie gate no sɛ nipa nwura mu no ɛma nipa ne bebree ɛde ahoɔden epia sɛ wɔn kɔ wɔn anim etumi ewura mu. Na arehosem ne se ebi ehwe ase emye tietia omo so na menemo ka sei se na yenya ntiye nipa ensia ya mabunu ahwere omo nkwa na dumie no bi so eda hospital a eche se ayeden nso ye bompa ye se omo ho beto omo na nyame enya areho ama omo. Enti make us say soldier mpanyinfo amaya so ate say yemma ensia omu nyina yemma bawa oma hwere omo kwa.
So that was what the president said. Say one more show omo kwa mba Muslim women. What you say? I just say mba say bi won say stampede na cause akwa survival of the fittest here pin to be nisa then now what from it been all show on the screen. So meanwhile in parliament, bibi so at the end of course, so certain members of parliament make his statement about echo make his statements. What happened was the doing of the Lord, because Yankopon say within this particular specific time, I say the video involved of what a MP by a bit to us.
But I want us to all take solace in the Almighty Allah. There is nothing that happens that doesn't happen at the right time. This is what the Almighty Allah has ordained for them. Today is their day. no matter how, no matter what, no matter who was there, as what, even if we brought all the presidents of the world to sit there as ministers or whatsoever, once today is ordained for them to die, they will. And this is what has happened. Unless you don't believe in the oneness of God, unless you don't believe in the oneness of the Almighty Allah, it is not anybody who wanted them to die. There is no single officer there who wanted even one single soul to pass. But I want us to all take solace in the Almighty Allah. There is nothing that happens that doesn't happen at the right time. This is what the Almighty...
So clearly, the minister, the member of parliament, or this Tujano, she's getting a lot of backlash on social media because this is definitely not the doing of the Lord. This is foolishness on the part of the people who are doing the recruits because they did not put in the right things, the right measures. And ultimately, if you don't do the right things at the right time, people will die. What I say, and our actions to every it has a year. I don't know how to put it, but the any baby so and you can read the Bible now. Bible no. And a catcher is the same Bible and a catcher say, and even in Quran, a patch say, you are dream or say lack of knowledge, but people perish, or say lack of knowledge, because of lack of knowledge, my people perish. So, and dream was say any sequence, so you're timely, and you church him, you be in the first batch, if you are morning to afternoon, way to way, what you say, near your days, no, you send you be a message. So, what you say, you buy near share, you print it, udin will book you more. Send a bear at the end of the day for 10,000 krana. They can serve every person, and the place will not be congested. Should you see for 6 ewu, just like that? And now the MPC says that is the doing of Allah. It's not the doing of Allah. It is because of our ineffectiveness as a country and the ineffectiveness of the army to make sure they did the right thing at the right time. And of course, this particular havoc. Nevertheless, at forcing Edin Simbi Ababe to what he said. When he commiserated with the families of Omo Mashe, Omo Dishie, Omo Kwan, Ye Babaka, Ye Betuaso.
Right Honorable Speaker, I come before you today to inform the House of a tragic incident that occurred this morning at the R.I.P military sports facility during the ongoing recruitment exercise of the Ghana Armed Forces. Mr. Speaker, the Ghana Armed Forces announced recruitment and enlistment processes about a month ago. Mr. Speaker, the application process closed last Friday, 7th November 2025. All potential applicants were duly notified to appear at their chosen regional recruitment centers for documentation verification today. Right Honorable Speaker, and this was for them to go through body selection. Mr. Speaker, this year's recruitment exercise is being conducted simultaneously across all regions. Indeed, it was a system designed to decentralize the process, reduce congestion, ensure transparency and fairness, as well as to ensure accessibility nationwide. Unfortunately, despite these measures, a stampede occurred at the R.I.P facility in Accra. I regret to report that there were 34 persons who were direct casualties, some of whom are potential recruits, and others, Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, are not related to the enlistment at all. Mr. Speaker, out of these 34 casualties, 6 persons have been confirmed dead. Mr. Speaker, 5 are critical, and as we speak, they are the ICU. Right Honorable Speaker, 12 are fairly critical. Mr. Speaker, the rest are stable and under observation. Additionally, there is a reported case of 1 person hospitalized at the Kumasi Recruitment Center. Though that incident is unrelated to the stampede in Accra. Mr. Speaker, in light of this development, the Ministry of Defense has halted the recruitment process in Accra until further notice. I wish to assure honorable members that in all other regions, the exercise is progressing smoothly and without incident. Right, Honorable Speaker, the Ministry of Defense deeply mourns the loss of life and extend condolences to the affected families. We are working closely with the Ghana Armed Forces, medical teams, and law enforcement agencies to provide full support to the injured and to investigate the circumstances that led to this tragedy. Mr. Speaker, as a result, the Ghana Armed Forces has instituted an internal board of inquiry to investigate the causes of this unfortunate incident. Right, Honorable Speaker, the safety and dignity of applicants remains paramount, and the Ministry will take every step necessary to prevent reoccurrence of this matter. Mr. Speaker, I so submit.
So that was a acting defense minister who saying, you know, you lost Omaneboama, and because of that, the finance minister was to take over until Mahama make sure ultimately same way the ACI is enya some kwetwa. So that is exactly what is really going on. It is a very, 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 very sad issue. So therefore, we are definitely looking at this issue, and then obviously, there are many yes, there are many many reactions and a lot of things which are going on. I'm not going to be reacting to this issue. All the same, we'll make sure say at the end of the day, whatever happens, it be making sure say at the end of the day, whatever happens in this country, and whatever happens in regards to this particular update, we'll make sure say they break it for, because definitely there is a lot of reactions to this. I believe say by tomorrow, we'll be having more reactions in regards with this. Adamasi said more share right here on this particular platform. If you brought in your comment, let's see if you have any comments. As maybe we don't have any comments. For the BCRC, we'll give you more updates as all of these various events continue to unfold. Thank you so much for watching.